Hey guys, and welcome back to the farm. I'm Susie, the owner and creator here, and in today's video I have some more thrift flips for you. Really excited to show you guys what I come up with in today's video. So let's go ahead and get started. So I picked up these wooden salt and pepper shakers, and now a lot of times when I get these, they're a natural wood and I like that. However, I did not like the dark wood here, so we're going to update that. And I also have these two wooden bowls that have been in my stash for quite a while, and they've got some stains and some spots on them, so I'm going to go ahead and update them too. First of all, I'm giving everything just a real good scuff sand. I'm going to be using milk paint on these, and I want complete coverage. I don't want a lot of chippiness, so I'm going to go ahead and scuff sand everything up, clean it up, and we're going to be using Fusion milk paint in the color Little Black Dress. Now, I have used milk paint a pretty good bit, but this is actually my first time using the black, so I'm pretty excited. It's so easy to use. You just mix up half of your milk paint powder and half water. I'm going to do about 2.5 of my little scoops here to be sure that I have enough. Milk paint also, you can't mix it up beforehand and save it. You'll want to use everything that you've mixed up right away, or, within the same day or so. So I'm also going to add in some Ultra Grip in this because I don't want any chipping in milk paint. I'm going to add this in. It just helps with extra bondage and will prevent all the chipping and cracking. Normally I want that when I'm using milk paint, but I want these to be a sleek, nice black. So I'm going to give everything 2 coats of the milk paint and let it dry. Once the milk paint has dried, milk paint does dry, I guess you would say kind of gritty, and I want these to be smooth to the touch. So again, I'm going to go ahead and give them a light sanding with a 220 grit sandpaper. I don't want to distress these any. I just want them to be really smooth to the touch. So I'm going to go ahead and give everything a light sanding, and then I'm going to clean off all of the sanding dust with a baby wipe. is actually food safe, and so I want to seal this with something that's food safe, and I'm going to be using the hemp oil. It is natural and food safe, so once these are cured, they can be used in the kitchen. Food can go in them, and I'm just going to rub it on with a microfiber towel, let it dry, then come back and buff it out. It does take hemp oil a while to dry and completely cure, so don't plan on being able to use them right away. I'm going to let them sit for probably about a week before I sell them. So those are done, and while those are curing, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what else I did. I didn't plan on doing this for this video, but I had so much of that milk paint that I just grabbed a bunch of wood things and I painted them. This was the bottom of the barrel, so I was only able to do a light, about a coat and a half on this one, so I did distress this one back. This is just a little wood riser, and I'm going to use the veranda stamp to embellish this one. I want to use the lattice and these flowers, and I'm just right here just seeing which ones are going to fit the best, and I'm going to use some IOD white ink. And first I'm going to stamp the bouquet of roses in the middle, and then I'm going to use a stamp mask to put the lattice over the top of this. I will say that the IOD ink is permanent, but it does take a little while to dry, and you don't want to put your stamp mask on it when it's wet because you don't want to smear it. I did help this one along a little bit with the heat gun and let it dry completely. Then I put the mask on, and we're going to stamp the lattice right over that, and that way it will not stamp any onto the flowers, and it will look like the lattice is behind it. To finish this off, I also took my white ink and just went around the edges, kind of framing this cute little riser in. I also painted these wooden frames that I've had in my stash for a while. I did distress them, sealed them with hemp oil, and now I'm just going to put a little image in them. As you can see, Nacho thought that he had not had enough attention. I think I'm doing this one morning before work. So he is very needy. He's been outside kittying around all night. So we'll give him some loving too. Anyway, I'm just going to mark. This is some watercolor paper that I've had this book of for a while. It's kind of a little bit brighter white than I wanted. I could also use a drop cloth, and I kind of wish I had done that. But I went ahead and just put these bug transfers onto the watercolor paper. bugs are so in right now, and I'll be honest, I just don't get it. I think it's cool, but I'm going to go ahead and use as many up as I can while it's hot. These came from the entomology transfer book, I believe, and I'm just going to put one right in the center. Keep it simple. This can be changed out anytime you want. That's why I love little frames like this, and they're so easy to put artwork in, doilies in, anything like that that has a lot of interest and detail. You can really make it your own. And these turned out pretty cute. I'm just going to hot glue those in there so they will be easy to remove. Now I'm going to get some little bit of extra loving from my kitty. Also had a little bench, really outdated as you can see from the fabric on it, so I'm going to reupholster it. I painted the base of it with the rest of that milk paint. That went so far, 2.5 scoops, and I can't wait to show you guys everything that I got painted with it. I hate removing old fabric from upholstered items, and this one was especially tough. I had a really hard time getting this one off, and the staples were in there so good. But I did eventually get it all removed, and now I am just going to make a new cover for it out of a brand new drop cloth, and I'm going to use the mercantile stamp to stamp an image on there. This one, like I said, came from the mercantile stamp. I've already practiced on a piece of that watercolor paper how the image is going to come out. That one, I think that stamp set is going to get a lot of use. There's just so many usable items in it and so many different ways that you can arrange it. So as you can see, I did the cow on this one. I'm going to ink it up with my IOD black ink and just stamp it on the new drop cloth. I did not wash this drop cloth. After it cures, you can wash it, but the IOD ink is permanent. I've got several things that I've stamped onto fabric years ago, and they're still good. This one, with having, if people actually use it to put their feet on and off, I'm not sure, how many years it'll hold up, but it will hold up. So I just stamped that on there, and then I went back and did the other side with the grain sack stripe. And then I upholstered it onto the bench, and it turned out so good, and I love this black milk paint. It's so smooth. I'm going to be using this on some furniture, so I wanted to try it out on some smalls first, and I love it. Also did paint a ceramic this week. I did it off camera, but I did this little butter dish. I used the small apothecary stamps to stamp the word butter on it and sealed it with hemp oil also. And here is the bowls and the salt and pepper shaker. Don't y'all just think that they look so elegant? As you can see, the oil is still curing just a little bit, but it will be rock solid and ready for use when it completely cures. All these little projects turned out so cute and go so well together. Can't wait to hear what you guys all think. Don't forget to leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this milk paint. I can't believe that 2.5 scoops did all of these projects. And if you're new here, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Wednesday night, and I hope to see you guys again next week. Thanks so much for watching.